Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Zach here, and today I want to bring you a video about NYVES, which is Demon Hunter frontman Ryan Clark's side project. Now, I believe over a year ago, I made a video about, NYVES, in the studio, recording a new album and things like that. And, it was an album that I thought we would get by like spring 2018, and when it didn't come out in spring, I was like, okay, maybe it'll come out in the summertime. Summertime came around, still nothing. Here we are in the fall, and I thought in the summertime, I was like, okay, we'll probably get a single soon, and they'll probably drop their new album in the fall. And here we are in the fall, still nothing. I think it's pretty safe to say that the new NYVES album will not come out this year. As crazy as that sounds, because you guys know my reaction when I heard that NYVES was in the studio last year. And I really did think we were getting the new album this year. However, I do realize that Soilwork is another band that said that their new album was going to be a 2018 release, but it won't release till January 2019. So maybe NYVES is going through that same thing, but here's the thing with NYVES, guys. We don't know what's going on with them. We don't know, what they're doing at the moment. Randy Torres is just posting pictures of the Grand Canyon on Instagram, right after he posted a picture of him in his little studio room or whatever. And I legitimately thought that was going to be him, polishing the NYVES album or whatever. And you know what? It still could be. And guys, that's not to say that it's still not possible the new NYVES album could come out this year. We are talking about, a band that is smaller and isn't so mandatory. Even Demon Hunter. Even Demon Hunter is a small band, but, Ryan's side project NYVES is even smaller. So, not a lot of people are going to recognize that as much. So, if they announce the album out of short notice, then I don't think, it would be too much of a problem for some people. Maybe they'll do what Red did with their last album, announce the album and then release it a month later. I guess that's possible, but the chances aren't likely. And I would say that 2018 has been the first year in quite a while since we haven't received anything Ryan Clark related. Because if you guys know, for the last couple of years, we've been receiving at least something from Ryan Clark, whether if it was Demon Hunter, whether if it was NYVES. The last few years we've been receiving at least, one of those. This year, we didn't get anything from him. And it's kind of discouraging to me, because I am someone who is a big fan of Ryan Clark's music. However, I will say this, but I believe in 2019 we will receive something from Ryan Clark. Whether if it's Demon Hunter, whether if it's NYVES. However, if you want my opinion, I do think that we will get the new NYVES album before the next Demon Hunter album. And that's another thing that kind of makes me a little discouraged as well, because here's what I was hoping. Since we've been receiving Ryan Clark projects the past few years, that's just something that I thought that was always going to be a thing. I thought that, okay, from now on, we're just going to get something new from Ryan Clark every year now, whether if it's Demon Hunter, whether if it's NYVES. So what I thought was we were going to get NYVES this year, and then new Demon Hunter in 2019. But we don't even have the new NYVES album yet. And it's kind of concerning, because I do feel like if the new NYVES album gets pushed back, to 2019, then that kind of makes me worry that the next Demon Hunter album will be pushed back to like 2020 or maybe 2021. I don't know. But I think I did read somewhere where the band stated that they didn't want, you know, a super long gap like they did with Extremist and Outlive. And maybe some people might think, well, is it possible we could get Knives and Demon Hunter next year? I guess that is possible, but if we do get the next Demon Hunter album next year, it probably won't come out till like mid-2019 or even the fall of 2019, so not till a little bit later. So, yeah, but I do have good reason to believe that we'll get the new Knives album first, only because it was announced first, obviously. But the thing is, guys, we haven't received any updates. I mean, it's almost as if everyone's just forgotten about the new Knives album. And it kind of makes me wonder why they even announced that they were working on it. Because if they weren't going to release it anytime soon, I mean, I wouldn't have announced it, I guess. I mean, I guess it would be more reasonable if they actually kept us updated on it. Like, okay, we got the, vocals done, we got the, the electronics done, or the music, or whatever. I think it would be different if we actually got updates from them, and, them saying, it'll come out in 2019, like, but nothing. We don't know what's going on with Knives, and heck, we don't even know if it's ever going to come out. I don't know what the deal is with that, but, I mean, I'm sure Ryan Clark will come out and say something about the new Knives album at some point. I really hope that when the time does come around to release the new Knives album, I hope that he does come out and address, like, why it, took so long to release or whatever, and why it didn't come out this year. The last thing we've ever heard from them was over a year ago. What the crap? I have no clue. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. I do know that Knives is a smaller group, like I said, so maybe it's just not as mandatory, which does make a little bit more sense, but I mean, like I said before, I do think we will get something Demon Hunter or Ryan Clark related next year in 2019, whether if it is Demon Hunter or whether if it is Knives. And let me tell you something, if we get the new Demon Hunter album before Knives, I mean, that'll be crazy. I mean, it would actually be a pleasant surprise, to be honest, because I do prefer Demon Hunter. So, let me know what you guys think of this. Are you guys also kind of disappointed that we didn't get the new Knives album yet? It's crazy that, it's been over a year since they've announced that they were working on a new album. So, just let me know your thoughts. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and take care.